Okay, so there's been some wait time, but I guess now both sides are ready. We got a bit higher ranked game this time. We got Z, Markives, BlackWater. We have Emre, Ball, and Jack Sparrow on the eastern side here. We're already seeing Jack saying he's gonna go vehicles. Ball, not sure what he's making. Okay, those solars are good, but he has high wind right now. He should be making a couple of windmills. That's a big metal investment, 150, but that's a fixed 20 energy income per second, which is fine. I mean, wind is going down a bit. Average is 11.2, which is still good, and you should still invest. I mean, Ball is missing some space for making those windmills, so I guess he's just yeah, he's just rushing that bot lab, trying to get units in front as soon as possible. Yesterday, I noted that this was traversable, which is quite a big game changer if you can sneak a few units into your opponent, into your laner's economy. Let's see what these guys are doing top lane. So vehicles, pretty standard start. Let's see here. We have bot lab, and we have two bot labs actually from the western side. I'm not sure if that's gonna work, especially against artillery. And we have two vehicles here. I think vehicles always beat bots, but best idea is a mix of bots and vehicles. Dead Lord, we have vehicles. Rest here are bots. We only have two vehicle labs for these 8 players on the western team. Okay, we're already getting some ticks in from orange, from Z. We're just getting some vision. We have some ticks from brown. Getting some vision as well. Jack Sparrow has his ticks at the ready. These ticks, I doubt they're gonna do some damage. If he micros them well, he's actually just gonna go for the construction bot. He might catch him off over here, and that is actually gonna be a big loss if it gets killed, and it will get killed. So Emre losing a construction bot straight off the bat. Sirmore has this antenna, but it does not see them at this time. Okay, they are gonna get seen now, and he does have a sentry turret in his base, so I think he is fine. I don't think these ticks can traverse this area over here, so I believe Fruit Kick is fine as well. Yeah, these ticks are gonna get found by those grunts from Emmer, and it should be all fine. So Dark Green Ceramore is getting some early position here. We have a mix of pawns and ticks here, just to give some line of sight. Z is pushing his commander early, which is a good thing. Has a constructor constructing those back metal extractors. He started front early with 2 metal extractors. Not sure if he should have made this one, but now he already queued it up with a construction bot. Markiv's already going up front. He's gonna be here faster than Ball, and he will be able to secure this area. We have some pawns over here just facing the grunts, chilling, saying their what's ups, and still no contact on mid. We have Milan's and Jay Holdaway pushing that top lane. And we got contact on bot from Ball and Markivs. Markivs taking the better trade, getting a grunt. And we have some trade on mid, but these blitzes are not going to be going well up against 2 commanders of Deadlord and BlackWater. Let's see what Jack is up to. He's getting his units up there in front. He's getting quite a forward front line. Livify, getting that radar. We do not see these units at this time. And we have some more trades happening from Stinson and Markivs. Markivs is alone at this time. He's waiting for his teammate O Prime to get some more units up ahead. Ball, good thing, just making the turrets first before the metal extractor, but every second counts for the metal extractors. And let's see, top lane, already been some trading. Blitz, rovers, grunts. Someone's trying to get a more aggressive position on the ridge here. Emre and Z pretty standard. I'm not sure why this commander is not moving. Emre, yeah, he's missing energy at this time. He's just massively producing those solar collectors. I'm not sure. I guess he's just gonna keep them until he gets a fusion reactor, then he's just gonna recycle them. But I'm not sure if they're the... Well, it could be the best solution right now since there is no wind and he lacks energy. So if you lack energy, solar collector does not require energy to produce, only metal. And Markiv's getting blindsided by some of these thugs. Good thing he is out there unnoticed. I think thugs can make short work of these pawns, but I may be wrong, as most of the thugs go down. They do have heavy armor though, but pawn DPS is just pretty big. And okay, all of his pawns get wiped. This was not a good move for Markivs. Now Ball's units can reclaim this area. They can even push forward. This turret's gonna get constructed, repaired, but I think in vain, as it's gonna get destroyed as well. So Markiv should stop producing pawns and maybe get some Centurions or rocket bots, or even what's it called? Yeah, those ones, the Mace's light plasma bots. See how it's going for Z and Emmer. I think it's gonna be a commander trade over here. Looks like it. Nope, almost. And yep, they're both stable. Cascade is trying to provide support from the side. He should push his units a bit further because Emmer is here exposed, trying to get a turret down and taking more damage. Cascade should focus his units more on helping here. And okay, so we have some Centurions coming in. I'm not sure if they're a good investment early on, especially because they're like 3,000 energy. They're like an air constructor. We have them trading blows. Cascade trying to make some turrets, but in vain. We already have some Centurions for Krita. Trying to get him in, do that damage. And actually Cascade is taking a lot of damage from these Centurions and Maces and Rocketeers combined. That's a very good mix of units. Emmer finally getting his front line up. But we're getting an Overwatch turret over here being made. It's going to be finished in about 15 seconds. We're missing energy income from Z. Does he have windmills? He does have windmills, and he also has around 10 solar collectors. 11 now. Top lane pretty static. Getting some Overwatch turrets as well. Sarah standing still. I'm not sure why. Maybe he can just get some more turrets up here just to prevent the push. Because if this push occurs, I mean these Rocketeers destroy the turrets, this is not going to end well for Sarah. And that is a commander trade, I believe, from Emmer and Z that finally happened. There's going to be a scramble to minute for the deceased. Okay, well, I guess you can put it that way. There's been a commander trade here, so there's around 4,000 metal in this area. So people are going to scramble to secure this. See what's going on here. Okay, so I guess they're pinging move with commander. Okay, so Cascade, while he's finishing building up this, he has enough metal and energy to finish this in about a couple of seconds. But he should be right here. He should be right here with his team. Do we have reclaim bots? We have a construction bot, but we do not have any reclaim bots here at this time, I believe, from either teams. We have one Lazarus on his way already to reclaim that commander. And Lazarus is pretty fast in reclaiming. 200 build power. I think that 200 build power reflects to reclaim as well. And he does not have build options, so yeah, that is what it has. Invest in wind. It's the future. I guess not. This wind risk is... Well, I guess wind risk is not going through yet. Below 6. See what's gonna happen here. So Centurion can take a lot of damage and dish out a lot of damage at the same time. He does not have energy per shot. I do not see here, so I guess he is pretty stable pretty stable unit, so to say. Okay, we got some stouts coming in from Deadlord. They're trying to secure the commander and making some twin guards, but Lazarus already started sucking the commander up, and he's overflowing that metal to the team. That is fine. He's just trying to get it as soon as possible. That Centurion died, so Lazarus is secure. Cascade may blow his team up. This is not a good position for him to be in, and this can very well end in a disaster, and Cascade is aware of it. He's going to use a lot of energy to move Cloaked. But in the end, they have one commander sorted out. This Lazarus is going to go down. We have another commander, and we still have around 3,500 metal going on over here. We're still trading blows from both sides. I'm not sure why this artillery is just standing here unattended. From Levify's side, Jack Sparrow, BlackWater trading blows as they should. Two top-ranked players for both teams. We have some shell shockers missing for Jack Sparrow, as BlackWater has more of those, and he's in advantage here. And these turrets are not gonna. His construction turret, his Overwatch is gonna go down. These shell shockers do a lot of damage. BlackWater has some vehicles to help him up if they get pushed from Jack Sparrow. See how Top is going? Yeah, Top is getting pushed. Sarah Moore, I believe, is going to lose his commander here. And yeah, he is. If people micro well, this commander should fall. But okay, so they got through. They're going to get rid of this geothermal power plant. They're going to get rid of this construction vehicle. Units are starting to flood through. There's a lot of chaos on the battlefield at the moment on north side. So west is retreating. Not sure why. There's just a couple of whistlers here. Well, yeah, they do not have that many troops to back them up. And we have flooded units here, but it's just gonna be quieted down by aggravators. What's going on here? Okay, so we have some grave robbers trying to scoop that metal from the field as fast as possible. That is a very good strategy, but if you can manage to keep those grave robbers alive and put your commander in front of them, that is a good plan. One grave robber goes down, but two are left. So let's see here. We have around 1,300, 1,400 metal here. So if Milan's can get this could be pretty good. We still have Emre trading blows with Cascade. And we have some Wardens, heavy laser turrets. But question is, how much will they hold? We still have artillery shots coming from Cascade. He is producing those as fast as he can with all three construction bots and his commander. I believe he can just commander bomb this area over here. He can just catch them by surprise. There's some Rocketeers here not doing anything. They can just sideswipe them from here, get that metal extractor, get the radar tower, and definitely if this radar tower falls, they're gonna have way less vision, and it's gonna help with shell shockers. But these Rocketeers just go in the wrong direction. They had their chance. You're supposed to seize those opportunities, but he did not see it in time. Okay, so we have Sheldons coming in from Ball already, and Markivs is still stuck on tier 1 units. Oh no, actually he has bot lab tier 2 making Hounds. I'm not sure if Hounds are good against Sheldons, against massive Sheldons. Markivs is gonna go down here from Sheldons. There's gonna be a loss of Sheldons, but that is a loss of front line for Markivs. He's not gonna be able to recover this front line. And we have Hounds here dealing some damage, but there's too little of them to matter. See how Top is going. Milan's making some more aggressive positions. Sarah Moore, you could consider commander bombing, but yeah, this is not a good idea. They have a big front. Milan's making turrets. And Emre still going up against Z and Cascade. Z does not have units at this time. He's just making Lazarus to reclaim, but he's making economy in his base. He's making units while upgrading the extractor. which is not the most ideal. Here you should make some more tier 1 units that have more survivability and focus on your economy while you defend with them. There is no... Okay, so there was a Milan's Milan's commander got destroyed, and that is 2,000 metal closer to the side of the eastern team, and they're gonna scramble to secure that right now. And there's a lot of whistlers. They have big range, but that is only a couple % of damage with each rocket, which is not gonna be good against brutes. And we have a big push coming in from J Holdaway, and Sarah Moore is gonna get he's gonna commander bomb this unit, and this is good. This is good. They prevented this push, which is a good thing. They can even fight for front line right now. We only have Wolverines here, only a few aggravators, and this is not. If he sees this as an opportunity, fruit kick, he can push in. Let's see where he's putting his units. Okay, so that is a good position. Those whistlers sure do a lot of damage to Wolverines, and we have stout tanks. This troop is gonna go down. They're gonna be completely open up. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we have one brute just going through. He's not gonna do considerable damage. Let's focus on the other side. We have some more defense coming from Jay Holdaway, but question is, will he be able to stop this push? And the answer is yes. He might get some metal extractors destroyed, but these brutes are on their way. And same story from Milan's. They just have a big unit here on top, and I doubt these stouts will go through to anywhere. We have a lot of these turrets just constructing brutes the entire time. He's just gonna lose some metal extractors. Nothing serious should come out of it. And okay, we have some flame turrets from Levify, shooting Dead Lord's tanks and Januses. Let's see what's going on here. I'm not sure why these pings are happening so much. There's still... Oh no, actually the commander's been reclaimed. I'm not sure by which team. There's another Armada commander here. Armada, tomato. There's a lot of metal here, and teams should try and get this. That's 1,500 metal. And we have a commander here that's still not reclaimed. I guess Emre is a good idea that he's going to reclaim this commander. I doubt there is a reason to revive it. So he's making Sheldons of his own. You recycle the tier 1 factory. You should try and get to creating your fusion reactor as soon as possible. I mean, yeah, of course, obviously getting Sheldons out as soon as possible is pretty good. And just to get that control of the front line, especially with Hounds in play from Z. And those Twitchers for recycling. And possibly for mines, which is a good idea. And Jack Sparrow is getting some of his tanks blown up by that Dragon's Claw pop-up lightning turret, which is pretty good, surprisingly, against stouts, which are medium assault tanks with a lot of HP, a lot of armor. I did not expect that damage. Okay, we got some flamers from Emre, just burning up those hounds. Unexpected. They do not have a radar here on the field, which means these fiends can just flank any way they want. We got brutes coming in from J Holdaway. They're trying to push through. I'm not sure how much damage they can do. They're getting hit by these guard turrets. We have some guard turrets. They're pretty high in damage, but they're out of range right now. He might get these Sheldons killed, or yeah, they're just stopping the push right now. I doubt this was a good idea to push. You should not have thrown all your units straight at them. You should stop this production of brutes and try and finish this tier 2 bot lab. Meanwhile, you're producing on multiple sides. Your metal extractors are destroyed, and I'm not sure this is the best course of action. So let's see how bot side is going. So Markiv's actually managed to take control of bot lane. I guess hounds. Okay, one fat boy, some hounds, and what is that? Repulse. That's a Weber. That's a reclaim EMP spider, right? Yep, all-terrain reclaim EMP spider. And Ball just moved his commander a bit back, making those anti-air. I'm not sure why. He should be here to counter this unit. Does he have a lot of energy? Well, I guess he doesn't. He's still making Sheldons. Sheldons are not gonna do well against an army of hounds, because they're pretty slow. Speed 50 against 69 I guess they can catch up, but Sheldons have the range advantage. And we have some snipers coming in. Not sure where that sound is coming from, but let's try and see. Okay, we have artillery from Stinson shooting down BlackWater, but that is not a considerable. Okay, we have Z producing sharpshooters. He needs some more energy income so he can make those work. He needs a radar as well, otherwise he's just going in blind. He's gonna get rushed again by some fiends. We have some light plasma bots. Okay, we have the commander recycled here. We still have a lot of metal here for Fruitcake. I'm not sure why he's moving his commander away. He can just get this metal, get control of this, and just get this metal. There's a lot of metal over here, so I'm not sure why it's showing 0. But let's see. Okay, so we have around 1,300 metal here still. Okay, we're getting a push from Fruitcake. He's advancing. Well, these fiends are gonna do a lot of damage, but yeah, and they're gonna run along with the tier 1 tanks. Yeah, these fiends are pretty formidable, even against tier 1 tanks, heavy tanks. We got some lightning turrets here. They're gonna do considerable damage to these tanks. So I guess they're trying to push their front line and get some more control. Just destroy the defensive buildings, which is gonna happen. And I doubt J Holdaway is gonna fight well against those. We have a lot of Mausers from BlackWater, just putting a stop to any advance here. We have a lot of Januses as well. Those Mausers have a long range, which is 940, even more than the Sheldons. And okay, so these Hounds got destroyed by these. There's a Scorpion here, and these. I guess a couple more than 4. We should get a Reclaimer here. There's a lot of metal going on here, and I'm not sure where the Fat Boy happened to fall, but he has a lot of metal as well. BlackWater just keeping the pressure on Jack Sparrow. Eastern side has complete control over top lane right now, and they're flooding units. They're flooding units to the west. J Holdaway is unprepared for this. So is Orange. They're not aware. They have some flamers, but this is not gonna help that much. Those snipers are gonna do a lot of work here if they do not miss, which is good. Okay, we have some welders. They cannot advance their units this way, but this is very good from Emre. He noticed that Orange had to move units to counter the top push, and he's moving in. He's putting pressure. He's trying to claim ground, and he's trying to get information. They do not have a radar still, so they're not aware of this push from Emre. Always have a radar, at least in the back line. You have 2 Twitchers. Those Twitchers... Oh no, actually, sorry. I'm not sure why I said that. I meant Orange. Orange has no radar, and he's supposed to have a radar here. Like, he does not have units. He has a tier 2 bot lab. He can just get 2 butlers to put an advanced radar, or even a basic radar, just from a construction bot. But usually Commander's the best for this one, because he has a lot of build power. It just finishes immediately. But Z lost his commander early on, so he's just okay. I guess they're losing this. Nope, it's just getting healed by these construction turrets, which is pretty good. That's a very good way to make up your front line from these construction turrets, and they're split up, so they're not gonna blow up all at the same time. Z's trying to push through with some sprinters, fast raider bots, and I'm not sure what he's gonna be able to do against these flamers, which are ready for him. We got some stun drones, shurikens, light paralyzer drones from Emre. Those are getting some good stuns against these units, but he's not putting his flamers in front to kill these units that've been stunned. But okay, and BlackWater completely wiped the front line of Jack Sparrow and Levify. Stinson is trying to stem the bleeding here, and a lot of these Mausers, actually, the majority of these Mausers go down, and the push has been prevented. We have a commander getting recycled by Deadlord, and that is pretty fast reaction just to get that 2,000 metal. And he's got 1,000 from it, which is good. 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. And we still have a back and forth from Markivs and Ball. He has a radar and a jammer. So I think he is okay, what was that? That was an artillery with high trajectory. Yes, that was a prosecutor. It completely evaporated those sharpshooters. They just cloaked immediately. They do not need to cloak anymore as they're safe. But he lost that. He lost that jammer. He lost that. He lost at least 3 snipers. We have a stun bot over here. We have a ghost. He's going to be able to paralyze the front line, but there is no front line at the moment. We have a Nemesis, I believe. Yes, we have an intrusion countermeasure system, Nemesis from Ball, which is going to be very good against this Ghost. So he's going to notice that invisible unit straight off the bat, and he's going to be able to counter it with Scorpions, with Persecutors. So if ground defense, if ground units are not working, just put some mines down, put some Persecutors, Scorpions, and you have a good front line. Yellow does not have air yet. He has 2 regular fusion reactors, which is good. Let's see, Emre. Emre's doing fine here. Jack Sparrow and Levify are still getting pushed, but we have Emre's 39 stun drones ready to wreak havoc on mid. We have a Tremor from Levify. He's just shooting away. He's just targeting ground and hitting those units. They should be pulled back as soon as possible, which is happening right now. So Tremor, usually not that great of a choice unless you're like shooting in this direction here, which is hopefully what he's gonna do now. But if he gets too close, we have Starlights from BlackWater. And where is he shooting? Okay, that could be a good spot. To be honest, he's raining down havoc, and none of the shots are connecting at the moment. If they do considerable damage, but at the moment, none of them landed in the spot that he wanted. I'm not sure if pinpointers help artillery as well, but he's like, he thinks like, oh, okay, I'm doing so much damage. He did not land a single shot. He landed like 2 or 3 of 30 shots. We have a lot of Jaguars, but those are not that great against Tigers. I'm not sure if Jack has an idea. Okay, we have BlackWater's fighters and some bombers over here. He's gonna bomb this front line, or is he? He's just gonna try and destroy his laner, I believe. Yeah, he's going straight for Jack. He is going straight for Jack, just to make sure that he cannot retaliate. Okay, well, these bombers are gonna go down. They're not gonna do any damage whatsoever. There was a lot of anti-air there waiting. That was at least 2 shredders there at the very beginning of that bombing, and he didn't lose all of his fighters, or maybe they got made, I'm not sure. But okay, so we have Stinson here. We have a T1 spam, we have a tick spam from O Prime. That's not gonna do anything other than give units XP and just get them something to work with while you waste resources reducing these ticks. How much does a tick cost? A tick costs 17 metal, so you lose 17 metal every second, every time that unit gets produced. So you're just wasting metal on resources, which could go here, but you do not have build power for this Aphis. You do not have tier 1 units. You have it, but he's jammed right there. You can help him with your turrets, just open him up. Do not have enough build power for that. That is not good. And tier 1 spam is not that great against this. They have a lot of units. They don't have like a Titan here or anything of that sort, a Juggernaut, so you can like make them busy with that tier 1. We have radars here pushing and snipers, and this is not gonna end well for snipers. They cannot get all of them. They're just gonna focus stouts first, while bulls and Januses wreak havoc on these snipers. These snipers are not that well placed. You do not have a radar as well. You just have a mobile radar that you just lost, and you do not have vision of this. And okay, we have O Prime helping over here with Mausers, some Starlights. That is some pretty good units. Not sure how we made those that quickly, or I just haven't seen them. Green, actually, sorry. East side is still in complete control of top lane. Orange, just getting some sprinters out against Fiends. They do not stand a chance. And we have Persecutors. We have this Twin Guard, which is a triple silver star. That's minus 30% reload time. That is pretty fast fire rate. 3000 HP. which is pretty good compared to a regular one, which has around 2,000, a bit less, 1,500. We have a T1 spam from BlackWater. That was a bomber attempt, but it did not go well. He's still making fighters, and he's completely out of the T2 vehicles. He's just making fighters, aircraft right now. I'm not sure why they do not have a front line secured, but they have vision of the enemy, and the enemy does not have a front line either. It's just been some stagnation. He's making bulls, but at a snail's pace. Jack Sparrow should definitely get some more build power, and he's just constructing the advanced fusion reactor manually with this construction vehicle. Not sure what is happening here. His commander is just standing still. He should go home, help out with that build power, just produce some more. You're supposed to produce some more constructors, but he's just making tanks. And there's some turrets focused on fusion reactor. This is going so slow. I'm not sure why these players do not have a good focus on build power. And finally, at a snail's pace, this fusion reactor is getting finished. Green, double green, fruitcake, and Ceramore. They're not pushing yet. They're just mustering units. Same as Emre and Z. Just trading blows. Green still stagnating. Too many mortars. Oh, okay, so that was the Mausers from Brown, just destroying these persecutors. BlackWater doing build power pretty well. See if that situation changed for Jack. Nope, not at all. He does not have a tier 1 constructor. I'm sure he just keeps making tanks, which are just getting destroyed. It's just gonna be a heap of metal there. Unreclaimable. Those starlights do a lot of damage, and these tanks are just standing here. Jack is not doing that well, front or back. We have a fat boy pushing here, but just getting met with some grunts. That's a lot of AoE from Fat Boy, but he's getting hit by those persecutors. He's gonna go down. He is gonna go down. That is what, 840 metal from that Fat Boy. That's almost as much as Czar, like 960 I think from Czar. God Wind. In what way is Wind God? I mean, you have like 5 windmills. No, oh, actually, my bad. Sorry. He has a tier 1 constructor, but instead of putting down a construction turret and just helping this constructor with 200 build power just to help build these, this is a very long task for this solo construction vehicle, which is not that good of an idea. He still does not have tier 1 constructor. The wind is not the biggest problem here. The problem is your build power, not your energy. If you had build power, you could have finished this advanced fusion reactor like at least 5 minutes ago, and you could have focused on getting a gantry up. But this is just not a good way. Let's see what Emre's up to. So he's finishing his gantry, Cortex gantry. A lot of slow units, but a lot of utility on these units, like artillery, anti-air, all-terrain assault mech. We have amphibious siege mech with rockets and good plasma cannons, and of course we have Juggernaut, strongest unit in the game. Well, apparently, allegedly. And we have tick spam from Z. Well, not a tick spam. Actually, a tick spam from Z. But these fiends are approaching. They made a strong front line. These fiends are not going to be able to do anything whatsoever. Not even kill these Lazaruses that are going to reclaim them. Laugh in their face. Tick spam from BlackWater. We just have bulls here. This is not the greatest idea. Jack should go and make some more sentry turrets, since there's tick spam. We got a Juno hit here on mid, which is getting rid of these tick spams. I think Juno field lasts around 20 to 25 seconds. We have ticks coming in from yellow as well. Double green, still not advancing, allowing J Holdaway to muster his troops. We have bombers coming. Okay, those are stun bombers from BlackWater. This is not that great of a target. We have some banishers from Levify. Those could have been a great target, but if these pawns are here, these banishers just gonna make short work of them, which is exactly the case. And we have Emre here climbing up, making persecutors, just wreaking havoc on BlackWater's units and Deadlords. These tanks are not in the greatest position. We have some smugglers along with welders, along with maces, centurions, rocketeers. This is not the greatest unit composition. This smuggler is just out in the open. No purpose whatsoever. Jack, do we have some more build power coming from you, Jack? The answer is no. We're still just making windmills at a snail's pace. Let's see Green, let's see Emre and, sorry, Ball and Markivs. Stagnation there. O Prime, just healing up his tanks. Still mass producing vehicles, which is, I guess, fine. If you have nothing else to do. I mean, when there's stagnation, you should just muster up your economy, make stronger units. I think the first to appear with tier 3 units is Emre, which is a great choice. Shiva's, obviously, he finished his gantry a couple of minutes ago. He gave one reactor to Krita, which is lacking energy. He's just now constructing his citadel. I doubt any one of those players has a nuke, but there's an open field here for Ball. He could lose his front line in mere seconds, but Ball has a Juggernaut. How on earth did he make that? Wait. Did he just make a Juggernaut and deconstruct the gantry and just mass produce these aphuses? Yes, he did. So he took his sweet time, made a Juggernaut, and now he is pushing front line. There is no commander from Yellow, which he noted very well, and therefore there is nothing that can stand up to this Juggernaut. Snipers, there should be a lot of snipers to prevent this. A lot of ticks as well, but they will not stop the Juggernaut from pushing. These welders should focus on different units, but Juggernaut is coming, and Emre, Shivas are pretty bad against T1 units, especially ticks. They're just gonna shoot each other, blow each other up with rockets, and this is not the greatest way. Okay, Marauders pushing from Z, doing a lot of damage. So top line double green fell. Fruitkeg's getting his commander back instead of getting his commander front to get rid of these Marauders as soon as possible. Okay, that is the way. That is the way, Fruitkeg. Do not. Okay, I guess that's still fine. But there's some flamers from J Holdaway. Emre is forced to get his Shivas up there. Emre doesn't have anything else but Shivas on this front line. They're pretty bad against ticks. They're just gonna hold their position, not move, not do anything. Juggernaut is pushing. He got contact with Markivs. This is not gonna end well for Markivs. This Juggernaut is just wreaking havoc. You can even, I think, step over those little ticks. Maybe not. D-Gun, there's no commander other than O Prime. There's gonna be a lot of damage done before this Juggernaut gets killed, but these snipers sure do a lot of damage. Already at 60% this Juggernaut. Snipers are definitely a big threat when massively produced. Snipers, if you have, like, I don't know, I've never tried, and okay, so Thor's coming out from BlackWater. Like 30 snipers can just kill a Juggernaut. 30 snipers can just kill a Thor if you split them up well. They have good range if you get a radar with them. Rip Juggernaut, not enough support. You should just keep pushing, but oh, okay, Markivs has a commander. He was home, but yeah, this Juggernaut was not that well thought out. 29,000 metal, not that great. He had a dome here, so maybe Karganeth or Shivas could have been better. And this Juggernaut is just gonna get killed. Markiv's gonna get a lot of experience with his commander. Just D-gun. That's a free kill. Yep, exactly. Markivs can even start. Markivs can even start getting this Juggernaut. Actually, it completely exploded, right? D-gun. Okay, so there's no left over to. And he gave commander to Cascade. Okay. Okay, so he took the commander from Cascade, and Cascade gave him the commander, and he gave it back. That commander has a lot of XP, I guess. Wait the Thor, and we go. So he's making a Thor. Finally, some more build power, seeing from Jack Sparrow. You can just get rid of these factories, I believe, and yeah, finally getting his T1 constructor here to help with build power. Actually, getting consoles to get this build power here. Okay, and console, how much build power does he have? That's pretty good actually. 150 build power. Just get that construction turret up. That's a very good unit. That is a very good unit. I'll consider using that. Tier 1 constructors have like 80 or 90 build power. Okay, so big fight ensues with Shivas. Fruitcake. Some Cargonets here. Pretty good anti-air capabilities as well. We have some stun drones here. 4 Thors from BlackWater. This is not gonna end well for Jack Sparrow. His Thor is gonna get completely demolished. Yep. And I believe that should be it. He can push with these 5 Thors. He can just push straight away with these Thors. Levify is just trying to get some damage in with Shivas, but those Shivas do not. There's as many Shivas as there are Thors. There's like 6 Thors for BlackWater. BlackWater has truly been a big MVP this game. 5 advanced fusion reactors, 6th being built, along with 7, 8, 9, and still keeps mass producing Thors. Thors should be able to push this. That is a nuke coming in from, not sure who. Let's see, was this a nuke? Yeah, so from Emre. Emre just launched a nuke. He's doing pretty well. So he has a nuke. They nuked the front line from Z. I think they can start pushing this massively, but these Shivas just keep hitting the Cargoneth in front. This is not that great. Yeah, tick spam is just killing their own units. This is not that good. And a lot of Shivas pushing the front over here. They're getting stunned, I believe, but we have Cargonets, which have anti-air capabilities. And those Shivas got dealt with. Not that much damage at all. This is just manual construction of the Aphis. We have some battle mechs, Razorbacks here, going up against green. They're just gonna shred through those grunts, those massive grunts being produced. 5 or 6 Thors, 7 Thors going this way. You do not need that much. Like, you just need to use eyes and see that there's some Razorbacks going up against. Just move your Thors, please. Just move your Thors. They're not needed there. You have stun bombers. You have Razorbacks. Those Thors are needed elsewhere. We have EMP missile launchers. Okay, paralyzers. Do they have charges? Yeah, they do. They do have missile charges. They're making one more. And what is this? What is going on? Okay, so catapults. Actually, 2 catapults from Levify. This could put an end to BlackWater's front line, and it can put an end to it very well. You just need a few well-placed rockets. Let's see if he has vision of where the front line is. He does, and he did put a tag button on this. Some EMP rockets should go out here. Let's see player view of BlackWater. Okay, so he does see these coming, and if that commander blows up, that's gonna be the end of it. But those 2 shots from catapults were not that good. And you should have went a bit deeper. You should always go a bit deeper. Like, even if those catapults go down, the return of investment here, if you launch those two salvos of missiles appropriately, it's just gonna be massive. If BlackWater's commander goes down, this is just massive. Turn off player view. See, he stunned that catapult for quite some time. This catapult just shooting some missiles, getting rid of that T1 pawns from BlackWater. Got a Thor here. Do we have? Okay, so we have Thor's pushing north. We have Thor's pushing north, and we have Emre with a Juggernaut out here. Thors are definitely no match for a Juggernaut, especially if he self-destructs. Those Thors are going to go to waste, and okay, what happened here? Oh, Emre, another nuke, and this completely destroying Jay Holdaway's front line operations. Thors just getting in, doing a lot of damage. 7 of those. I believe they can out DPS Juggernaut. They surely can. But Juggernaut was already making short work of the first Thor. Missing his laser, which is kind of awkward. Thors versus Jugs. Yeah, exactly. What is going on here? Are just bombarding, EMPing, Junoing. Okay, so everything, all eyes are on this push over here. I should just detonate it right now. Just detonate it right now. And you're good to go, Emre. Just go for it. Just detonate. That's not gonna do that much damage. Nope, not even like 30%. That should have been a self-destruct. These Thors are gonna go into Saramore's base. There's nothing stopping them. There's no commander here. Emre is trying his best to prevent the rush, but we have Razorbacks as well here, just putting a stop to these bulls, and there's no helping it. North side's been breached. There's a lot of fighters for the western side, and western side is breaching top lane, east top lane. If this advanced fusion reactor goes, everything goes. And yep, that is it. Except the Citadel. Well, that Citadel has nothing left to defend. And this should be game. This should be game for the eastern team. Launching an EMP here. Okay, well, I guess, yep, that's done. You can get these mechs down here to Emre. Emre has nothing to do against those. He already lost his units. There is at least 5 more Thors. Oh, we're catching up. I guess that's the processor that I'm supposed to get. Catching up, 10 seconds missing, but that should be game. At Aphis, Emre goes by. Yep, that should be it. That's Gantry gone. Team AFK, unlucky Emre. Unlucky, he definitely put in a lot of work, but top lane did not address their lane properly, and that's where when you stop. That's when you stop and when you don't move. When you have an advantage and you have a lot of ground covered, but you don't push. So this is the problem that goes on in a lot of games now. I see you just have advantage. Both green players had this side completely taken over. Alright, that's a label. Those are snipers. This side was completely taken over. And they just did not push, did not show presence. They just needed Emre to launch nuke or anything of that sort. Minute 50, where's our Thors? We do not have Thors. Jack was a bit slow on that build power. He made absolutely nothing other than starlights. Bull tanks. This was definitely not a good game for Jack. That build power and that construction of like 100 windmills, 84 windmills at a snail's pace, no build power whatsoever. I'm not sure what he was looking at. I'm not sure how he can be satisfied with that build speed. He was supposed to know that he's missing something, but those are just fighters going in. BlackWater just cleaning up, getting line of sight. Those Thors are converging. And this should be it for the Eastern team. A lot of these Razorbacks going through. T1 units from green, not making a big difference. Making another gantry and then just making 2 more jugs. That's not gonna help. At a lot of points during the game. Well, honestly, you should have focused more on build power. Let's let him know. No, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna let him know. They did. They did. Screw you. A lot of points during the game, but you screwed yourself too. Just not getting that build power, not putting the construction turret here to help the T1 constructor finish this, and ultimately that spelled your doom. Oh, that is game pretty much. Very well played from Emre, very well played from Cascade, Z, BlackWater. Those guys were the MVPs. Emre, the best player on the eastern side, and BlackWater, best player on the western side. Well, that should be the commentary of this game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like those, please let me know. And if you're enjoying the content that I put out, just give me some feedback. Let me know. Consider liking, subscribing if you want to keep up with these. I release these videos pretty much every day, a couple of them each day. And yep, thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.